Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Mr. Sunday Osahon, the Okaigele of Igbo Shodi, say Curtis Ugbo na 419. He don't talk for this video how Curtis Ugbo ask him for 500,000 naira. He say Curtis Ugbo tell him say he and Oba dey talk face to face. He also talk for this video how Frank Irabo dey cause problem for their community. Make I leave you now, make you hear from the Okaigele.
Lord Ugbo told us that he speak to the monarch face to face. The first day I met him at Ugbo, he brought out his phone and dialed a WhatsApp number that he wrote the name Oba of Benin. He began to speak to somebody. He said he just speaking directly now to the Oba. He will see the Oba later. Oba of Benin. Now he cut his say he don't talk to. Ogie no pawunu ne pawa o. Oba no yere hwe. Oba ewa ogidi gan. Contrary to what Ugbo told me. After collecting 500,000 from me and members of my community, Ugbo, in his dangerous way and behavior and nature, in his criminal way, he took me to DSS gates. Edonusomo, maybe Yegwana, 500,000, or Yegwe criminal Curtis Egosa Ugbo. The money is still with Curtis Ugbo. Anyway, my name is Pastor Sunday Osahon, the Okaigele of Igbo Shodi village. Yesterday, my attention was drawn to a video recording by one Curtis Egosa Ugbo, who purported in his imagination and dream that this document given to our late Odionwe Professors Mayeke Osunde, when there was argument over who is the next Odionwe and those that will follow, according to how they were initiated into the Ejion Council in Igbo Shodi. Curtis Ugbo, who is neither a worker in the palace of the Oba of Benin, nor is he a palace chief, was showing this document and was saying that it was fake. Because his commissioner, a person of Frank Irabo, Secretary, Benin Traditional Council, gave him a document which he flashed. This document was given to our Odionwe in the year 2012 before he ascended the throne before he was installed as Odionwe of Igbo Shodi. The volume number is here. These documents have been on. Curtis Egosa Ugbo told me via WhatsApp that with time, Frank Irabo is going to give him a counter that will kill our document. This document is from the palace. Curtis Egosa Ugbo, the father's house is directly at the back of my father's house in Second West. We grew together. Although he didn't grow at home. That is why you see when he's speaking Benin, he speaks Benin like a Calabar person. So one day, I went to our community lawyer, Barrister Afolabi, while we were discussing, Egosa Ugbo came. And Afolabi told me that this man will be able to help you people. He's an activist, say human rights activist. I never knew that Curtis Egosa Ugbo is a human wrong activist. That was how I know him. Although he later he later come to lie against Barrister Afolabi, who so helped him, although he later came to lie against Barrister Afolabi, accusing him of collecting money from people which was not true, for which reason he was arrested at the AIG and was about to be charged to court. And everybody was not begging the barrister. All the letters we wrote from Ugbo in Ebudi village to the palace reporting what is happening in our community, because he told us, Ugbo told us, that he speak to the monarch face to face. The first day I met him at Ugbo, he brought out his phone and dialed a WhatsApp number that he wrote the name Oba of Benin. He began to speak to somebody. He said he just speaking directly now to the Oba. He will see the Oba later. Oba of Benin. Now he cut his say he don't talk to. Ogie no pawunu ne pawa o. Oba no yere hwe. Oba ewa ogidi gan. Oba no uyedo. Oba no doyaga. I look at him that day and I was telling my brothers, I said I used to know this man. I never know that Ugbo have become a 419. The land of Ugbo belonged to the Oba of Benin. The Oba of Benin, in his fatherly disposition, gave us that land to be farming upon, to take care of ourselves and our family, to build house. Otherwise, the entire land of Benin belongs to the Oba of Benin. Oba Akope, he said. Now, all the correspondence, because we never knew that Frank Irabo was the brain behind the problem in our community, because one lady who was his girlfriend happened to marry a member of one of the person who claimed to be our community member. We never knew that these people who were scattering our community have given large sum of money to Frank Irabo, for which he was acting before we met Curtis Ugbo, who is the DPO that worked on behalf of Frank Irabo to scatter Benin. Ugbo cannot square Edo land in the hand of the palace. It's too small. After drinking alcohol and smoking Igbo, he will begin to say nonsense on social media. He is so desperate, he wants to use the palace to amass wealth. You cannot imagine. Is somebody like Ugbo going to Ogiso, arresting John Amama, bringing him to the palace, and desecrating the revered palace of the Oba of Benin, beating mercilessly. Use John Amama in the palace without the knowledge of our great king. There are so many things happening in Benin. People will think that the Oba is aware. Oba is not aware. So don't go and commit sin against God, against the Oba, against Benin, by mentioning Oba in any of the problem you are facing in the hand of Frank Irabo or Curtis Ugbo. Oba is not aware. Oba did not send them. Frank Irabo is not the Oba. Frank Irabo is not palace. Frank Irabo is a local government staff. Is a local government staff attached to the palace. Look at the position. Benin Traditional Council. Benin comprising our great Oba, other royal highnesses, the children of the monarch, and others. That is where Frank Irabo come in. Not the activity as regards the palace of the great Oba of Benin. So let me tell you the story of Ugbo. All the letters we wrote, we never knew. So by the time Frank now told him that he is the one that is inside, Ugbo began to drop pinballs. We didn't know. Inside the problem of Ugbo in the Ebudi community, my brother Irodaro Egigi was gruesomely murdered. They wanted to kill me. I escaped. They killed my brother Yoda already. The matter is still pending now with the police. Ugbo told me that time it was NSAS protest. Police was not working. I ran to Ugbo. I thought I met Savior. I never knew that he's a kind human being, both smoker, very irresponsible. Very irresponsible. Look, Ugbo should know that our great Oba Atokwe is too big for a rat like Ugbo to come and demand and bring down the Benin who was on our Oba who worked as an ambassador in European nations that tore the entire universe. The person Ugbo is desperate to use his name to climb to become somebody in life in an illegality way. It can happen in Benin Kingdom. Whoever that must be a friend of Yoruba must be somebody that is truthful. You must be righteous. You must be straight and direct. I want to use this video to call on all Benin. Nobody should open mouth and speak about palace. If it is Frank or Ugbo that offended you, palace did not send them. Palace cannot send somebody like Ugbo to go and see Hepa or Bima or Bedo or Banedo Yahio or when Ugbo ya sees a Hepa or is a body there. So it is time for you people to speak out concerning the injustice meted on you. If Frank Irabo have ever given document to any members of your community causing problem, the time for you to come out and let the Oba know is now. Not that after this one, you go and be talking about palace. Whoever that talk about palace, when palace is not aware of your deed, that person is the Almighty God that will punish the person. The Almighty God. So, it was the time of NSAS protest. Ugbo told me that he was going to use DSS to arrest suspects since police could not arrest them. What am I going to do, Ugbo? He said I should bring 500,000. I thank God. The whole of my community were there, my brothers, all of them were there. We gave the money to Ugbo in two installments, 300,000 and 200,000. Ugbo fictitiously wrote a petition. Have you ever seen petition you submit at any organization? Now, he kept the 2 copies on the table. The purported petition he wrote to DSS. He said the director of DSS is his friend. He carried phone, he was calling him, I said this is DSS director. But I was surprised when I went to DSS even because of this problem in our community. I discovered that the head of DSS in Benin is a woman. Contrary to what Ugbo told me, after collecting 500,000 from me and members of my community, Ugbo, in his dangerous way and behavior and nature, in his criminal way, he took me to DSS gates. When I got there, he gave me a number. He said I should be calling this number, the person will come. I will give my statement, they will go and arrest suspect. I called the number, as I was calling the number, I was calling Ugbo. I was the Ugbo now to say I should go, he will continue from there. I don't know something. Maybe he gave 500,000 or he gave criminal Curtis Egosa Ugbo. The money is still with Curtis Ugbo. Now, back to these documents. Before I felt talk for social media concerning Frank Irabo, because Irabo not the palace, he's not the Oba of Benin. When November 1st, Ugbo organized our people again. He felt coming for phone. He said that he go lead squad with gun, go come Igbo go come drive us away. Ugbo not be member of Igbo. And they hear when they talk for social media say he from Oba family. Which Oba family you from come, Curtis Ugbo? I know you. Your father's house at the back of my father's house. Now who don't know you? Ugbo cannot speak Benin fluently in his mouth. He does not know the activities in the palace. That is why you see him behaving criminally left, right, and center. Whoever that believe in the word of Ugbo, that person is finished. The paper when you say Frank give am now, when they talk say this paper na fake, I dey wait for am. Make him bring out the paper. Equally community will follow him to the last. We know that our great king, Oba of Benin Face, is not aware that Frank Irabo don give Curtis Ugbo, who is not from Igbo, so the document say this paper na fake. Na him papa Oba Ediawa na him give this document to our late Ojon with it. He pikin wey dey call Edo Osunde. When he come see say war too much, na him go bring this document out. The senior son wey dey call Olu na Ibadan dey no dey for Benin. When he come Benin, the papa no well. When his father come see am the way he lean, na him partition for kill the papa. He doesn't know what is happening. He go sign with Ugbo 50 approval. They said that their papa sign am, take share land for them. They brought it to village. No, come look the signature wey dey na Ugbo. Now say no, you can't come and carry Oba land 50 approval. Someone the list was 1 by 2, 2 by 2, 2 by 3. If 50 approval, if una bring this one come, how many land remain for Igbo Shodi? Na him Olu go dey talk say no be papa dem give this document to, because the community deny him of the illegality he wanted to perpet. He no dey stay for Benin. He came in April. How you come take know how the village be, how your papa take rule? He say he be journalist, say he be evangelist. I don't know the kind of evangelist wey he be. This 500,000 wey Ugbo take from him, thank God say Ugbo say he dey work for palace. If Ugbo deny, make Ugbo ready, make we go palace. Make him go take oath concerning the thing wey I talk so. If Frank Irabo still deny say he no collect money from Ugbo and group Uhunoma and his wife, take dey scatter Igbo Shodi, grant press interview, do so many other things. Thank God, Frank na BTC secretary for palace. Make he come take oath before our great king. If na lie dey talk, Yemagele King Omune, no we hear Bogi Mawaba. Frank wrote and called men of anti-courtesan for state CID. I was arrested, they detain me. They go get detention order for 21 days for high court. But when they come find out that Frank was acting on his own capacity, not be Oba sign am, na police release me, make I go house. This observer of make I look the date. Observer of November 11, share the fact of the matter of Igbo Shodi. I know that this observer is also in the palace. See, 9 years old, even for here, Edo Osunde talk and say, na him bring this document from the Papa Aka. Come give us to stop quarrel for community. Where Ugbo tell me say Frank go give am document, he go counter am. Na so Frank write paper full everywhere, make people of your way divide community to do the other one, cause war for Benin land. Now, these people come palace, Ugbo Omoragbon, Igbineweka, Godwin, Caesar Uwaifo, and the rest others. Wetin be the issue with our community? Our elders say they no be Edion, yeah, we are marry Odion, Odiewo. Yeah, my elder Edion, they are marry Odion. Ugbo father, and my own father is the same father. Again, I repeat, Ugbo papa and papa, the same father. But as a sincere person, I know they join illegality. They beg me, say make I join their Okayele. I said, no fit join illegality. No, what about your game? What about your game? Ugbo first talk say na 1947 they initiate him into a Edion council because Taiwo Ibineweka carry am come to take remove Osunde from becoming Odion Were. Osunde, a very smart man, educated. Now he carry am to Ogbedion. Say na 1947 they initiate him. Sunde take kola, the job for Awedion. He carry kankan, he drink. Say make Ugbo take. Ugbo no say no be 1947 again, so 1949. Now the community tell us say even 1949 they no initiate you because your brother wait for buy the court of his come. Oba don make a deal for palace in Wasalabada. Which time you come take come for 1949? If you calculate 1949, remove from Ugbo age, Ugbo will be 2 years old as at that time. He's not the most senior man in Igbo Shodi. One of our elder, that is number 3 now, Henry Osawaro is senior Ugbo by far. Ugbo na small pikin for where Henry Osawaro take. If we never got Godwin, how you come to become a John? He said when the papa of his mama died, the papa of his mama get 4 boys. His mama na be the last girl. If they want to make a John in Igbo Shodi, they go make 2 a John. How they come leave who get papa? Come meet grandchild, make am a John. He say he be small pikin. They put him for shoulder when they initiate him. Don't know who beken na. He say no matter they do it for nyashi, one mama. We know they make a John. We know they make small pikin mama to become a John for Benin. Here not be UK. He said though, the land of Benin, Edo no bagay. They come to us in 1956. As at 1956, they never born. We never come Godwin. No, like I said, the matter where they go, where Ugbo we don't drink, I can't smoke Morocco. Don't collect money from their hand. They work with Frank Irabo. When they scatter Benin, Egba Emiya. Tí o bá kéré tí o ní ká o, Egba ẹni Frank, Egba ẹni Ugbo. Now, 1956 they never born. Caesar wife when the papa died for Igbo Shodi, 1969, 29 September, all the record with our elders. Not even the senior son. The senior son, the Kolo. That one, Amasa Odion, Caesar they work for Benin. He not come. He not come. Caesar, 1981, now they initiate am into a John council. And Caesar they claim 29 September, the day when Papa just died, say that day now you do burial, not be the senior son. Now the people say, okay, no problem. As it become, again, November 1st, they go palace. They go make protest with the help of Ugbo. After the protest finish, now we counter. See, now court document be this. Oba never talk put. The matter wey concern Odion Were, Gwagwayo. A court in the Odion Were, Edo, a court. A court in the Odion Were, there is a court in the Ugbo, a Caesar. Talk about the community where Frank they create, where build Ogbedion, the land where we give Omonoba for the purpose of borrow pit, then give am to one Yoruba man. All the letter wey we don write through Ugbo, both the copy wey suppose to be our own and the one wan go meet monarch, no one go, no one come. The borrow pit of Omonoba, all our awofia don sell the awofia. They say both they say na palace na say who dey call palace? Frank Irabo. Frank Irabo no be palace. I wan use this video again to call on every person where Frank create problem for your community. The time to speak is now, no be later. No be Oba Kosamo, no be palace. So don't refer to Frank as Palace or Oba of Benin. Time for you to come back is now. To come and let the great king of the great Benin kingdom know the evil and atrocity of Frank Irabo and Curtis Ugbo. If you not come back now, you come go mention Palace for back. Now the Almighty God now go punish that person. So I want to use this video to beg the palace. To beg the palace. Make him deliver us from the hand of Frank Irabo. No, I beg the Obase, and the hand of God. We dey wait for Ugbo. Wait Frank give away say counter this letter. We dey pray make Ugbo bring am. Mo we see am, then we go follow am, go anywhere we want go. Oba Atope, he said.
Now we don't hear from the Okaigele of Igbo. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Edo State. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.